What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here, and today when we take a look at the Raid Auto Rifle, this is the Anguish of Drystan, and I'll be showing you guys some gameplay of it in action, its perks fully upgraded, and how I got it, and my general impressions of the weapon. So this, of course, is one of the many raid weapons available. If you want to see more of my raid loot that I got during my first raid, then I'll link the video I made on that in the description. It's a full showcase of all the amazing loot that I picked up from my very first raid, and this is one of the items. I got this from the chest that appears after defeating Oryx himself, the final boss, and we're going to take a look at the perks that come with this weapon. Mine dropped a 300 attack, which is the lowest it can possibly drop, so pretty unlucky there. It also has kinetic damage. The first perk is Will of Light, and every single raid weapon has this perk. It deals extra damage to the Taken race, which is a pretty cool perk. It comes in handy in quite a lot of situations, like the final boss fight encounter against Oryx, where all of the enemies are taken. Also have a linear compensator, accurized ballistics, and field choke. Cocoon is another perk that also comes on every single raid weapon. Then we have fitted stock, lightweight, and brace frame in the choosable ones. And the final perk, which is randomly selected out of a few possibilities, I got the perk surrounded, so bonus damage when close to at least 3 enemies. So a very cool looking weapon, of course. I don't think anyone can doubt that the raid weapons are very, very impressive looking. Probably some of the best looking weapons in the game. They've got a really impressive and unique design, and I especially like the first person look because you can see the reticles that pop up. They're like holograms. They don't have scopes or anything. They're literally just these really cool holograms that appear on the weapon, and it's a really unique design of the weapon. In terms of performance, it's decent. It's definitely nothing amazing, but definitely not the worst weapon in the game. It does pack a really strong punch, I'll give it that. It's got a very high damage and very high impact, and it does deal damage pretty quickly. But the worst thing about this is easily the recoil. Unupgraded, it's definitely one of the most inaccurate weapons I've ever seen, and you 100% need to get the brace frame perk, which massively improves the recoil pattern. But even with that, it's still pretty hard to control, and it does kick quite a bit. I'd say this is more of a close range weapon. It does completely melt the adds like Scions and Acolytes, so it's pretty good when you're in close range engagements and there's a ton of those guys around you. You can take them out pretty quickly. But in terms of majors and ultras, or anyone with a health bar or even shield for that matter, you're probably not going to do very well with it, and it's definitely not a good weapon to rely on, and I just don't feel that confident using it all the time. I'll probably rather use it as a melee weapon, to be honest, and just hit people with it, because it just seems like it isn't really worth the slot, to be honest. I think what I'm probably going to do with this weapon is use it to infuse other weapons and make use of its 300 attack and put it into some of my other weapons that aren't quite that high leveled in light. But I'm going to let you guys watch a little bit more gameplay of this weapon in action without me talking over it, and you guys can judge it for yourselves. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this weapon, or if you have it yourself, what is your experience with the Anguish of Drystan? So remember to thumbs up the video, that would be awesome, and enjoy the gameplay.